Gorgeous interior, double over double bunks with an outside kitchen and a rear storage door, plus a huge wardrobe in the bedroom. Folks, this is a 2022 Jayco Whitehawk 29BH. All right, folks, the Whitehawk is absolutely beautiful. They have the Jayco look that I think Jayco is one of the first that brought to the RV industry, right? Which is kind of like the cottage white. I think they did an excellent job there. It's still, out of all of the kind of whiter, cottagey wood tones we see in a lot of RVs, I think Jayco still is definitely among my top couple as favorites. And what they've done is they have paired that with a little bit darker colors. I mean, you can see here, right, that while the kitchen is that cottage, the rest of it is darker. And that helps so that it doesn't seem washed out when you look at things. I think it just kind of helps bring everything together. We will see on this wall right here is the entertainment center. You have storage up top as well as a little bit right down below. TV in the center as you'd expect, plus your multimedia center. This unit does have a HDMI port on there as well for some auxiliary equipment. Right down underneath is the fireplace. That not only looks nice, but it also runs off electric. So if you are at the campsite and you aren't paying for electric, meaning, if you're not a seasonal camper, that's essentially free heat, which is pretty darn nice. Right next to that, we kind of start to move into that kitchen space, right, with that cottage wood interior. And you can see that you have excellent pantry space right there. Huge pantry. The shelves are removable. If you want to take them out for some larger items, you certainly can. And then we get into the Norcold fridge freezer combo. Now, I personally like the wood panels on the front. I think it kind of goes along with what they do with a lot of super high-end refrigerators. When we look at homes, we think of like Sub-Zero and Viking appliances, and this is generally what they do is they try to blend them into the cabinetry. A lot of RV manufacturers used to do it and have kind of gone away from it, gone to like, the stainless steel panels. I personally still like the wood ones. But when we take a look in there, you can see that you have plenty of space. Some crisper drawers down in the bottom. Nice big unit for both the fridge and the freezer there. Then as we step a little bit further into the kitchen, across the top is a microwave and some additional storage. The Furion Streamline hood there. Also LED light, can see the window. And I actually like this wall panel. It kind of has like a 3D look to it. It looks like it's individual tiles, even though it's one panel. So I do like that wall board a lot more than others that I have seen. When we drop down, we get into the 3-burner cooktop here that is recessed with the glass cover. That glass cover, of course, just folds up and back. Then down underneath that is the oven with additional storage. Open that up, you can see the nice big drawer right there. And then underneath the sink, you have some additional storage there. Coming around to the side are your 3 drawers, as well as little pop-up countertop extension. If there is one thing that I have to, I guess, give it a negative to on the Whitehawk, something I wish they would change is, they used to use a T-mold countertop. A lot of manufacturers are starting to go to like a thermoformed or a solid surface, and I'd like to see that. In a higher end travel trailer like this is, I would like to see a little bit higher countertop, just, so we can get undermount sink, things like that. But again, that's like the only negative I have against this. Everything else is just absolutely gorgeous. You have the high-rise oil rub bronze pull-out faucet. Right over here to the side, you can see the pop-up power tower. You have the electrical outlet there, dual USB ports as well. So plenty of places to plug in, anything you need to plug into the kitchen, whether it's a toaster, griddle, whatever it may be. Coming around to the side is your control panel. You have the Jayco command system right here. Has your tank monitoring panel, all your lights, everything right there. Super convenient. Electrical outlets, of course, and this is kind of neat, right? You have another little storage area right there as soon as you walk in. And then in the back corner are the double over double bunks. Excuse me. I personally really like Jayco bunk beds for a number of reasons. One is because of the higher weight capacity. It's 600 pounds per bunk on a Jayco bed, which a lot of manufacturers, talking double over double bunks, are 300. So I really like the higher weight capacities. Also, they give thicker mattresses than a lot of manufacturers do. Even though, it's a teddy bear bunk series, you're never like some of the others, the mattress is nice and thick, so the kids will have a comfortable sleep. Or if it's an adult, you don't feel like you're sleeping on a piece of wood. In the very back corner is a shelf with some electrical outlets and USB ports. You can see that right back there in that top one. Yeah, of course, LED light on this bottom one here as well. And then in the back, they do also have the outlets, but also you will see the door. We'll see that a little bit when we go outside. That's a great storage door. This flips up and locks into place, and that gives you, I'll kind of just show you right here, right? So you can see all that additional space that you get right there. There's tie downs, which I really like. Most manufacturers don't, put in that extra effort to give the tie downs. I think that's actually super helpful because, again, you will have some larger items in there and you have the net as well. You'll see the built-in ladder. They fall victim, in my opinion, to what pretty much every other manufacturer does with this bunk setup, which is they don't give you any cutouts right here, and it makes the ladder kind of tough to climb, in my opinion, especially the second rung. I mean, you have to kind of shove your toes in there, and even then they can only go in so far. So the ladder's a little bit tough to climb, but it's better than not having one at all. Then as we make our way into the bathroom right here, this is definitely a big win for me in this floor plan. I mean, you have a huge bathroom given the style and the floor plan layout, right? For the double over double bunks, you have a lot of space here in the bathroom. You can see I have plenty of leg room, great shoulder space. I like that they kind of topped this off instead of just leaving it wood. Kind of brings in the same look as you have in the countertop. I think that is just, again, one of those small attention to detail pieces that I really enjoy. They already installed your toilet paper holder, and it's in a very accessible spot. I know that's like such a minor thing, but you would be shocked at some of the ridiculous places they are, and you just can't reach them. This makes a lot of sense to me. Of course, you have your towel ring there, a window to bring in some natural light, nice lit medicine cabinet, right? You have lighting behind it, which is pretty wonderful. Electrical outlet there, as you would expect. And then right above the toilet, you get some additional storage. I like that too. I'd probably put toilet paper there, but if my wife would let me, maybe she wants to hide it. I don't know. But it is some good extra storage space as well as your robe hooks. And then when I step into the shower, again, as I mentioned, I'm 6 foot tall. You see I have plenty of space here, folks, especially with that skylight. I mean, I could be 6'3", maybe even 6'4", not have to bend down. You have the built-in shower door right here, just on the roller track. Oil rub bronze fixture, a little bit nicer than what a lot of times we see for your hand one. A lot of times it's just a plain white. I think they did a good job on that one. And then we make our way back out right here. I personally would probably use this as a linen closet, but if you want to use it for kids' clothes storage, you can do that. Need a little bit of extra pantry space, you can use it for that too. Now when we look at the super slide here, you will see the U-shaped dinette. Now, they have a little bit different leg system than what we see in a lot of RV manufacturers. You'll see that it kind of clips in right there. And the idea, the thought behind it, is that it gives you a little bit more leg room, right? And when you're sitting here, realistically, I would call this U-shaped dinette probably a 3-person dinette. You may be able to fit 4, but even with this being the way it is, you're still going to struggle with leg space if you have 4 people here, in my opinion. Really nice light fixture right up top. I do enjoy that. I like kind of like the shiplap wall board they have on the sides of the slide. I think that's a nice touch. And then, of course, you have windows. Whoops, you have windows going along the entire slide here, really helping to let in a lot of natural light. I also really like the accent lights underneath the U-shaped dinette. I like that they went with just a clean white light instead of blue. For me, that's definitely a better choice. It's not for everyone, but I like the white light. And then you will also see the easy access to the storage, and you'll have that on both sides of the dinette. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but of course this table does drop down into a bed, folks. Don't think it doesn't. So that does give you some good additional sleeping space in the RV here. You also see the theater seats. I definitely love this. It's a little bit tougher to get theater seats in a bunk model. More and more manufacturers are starting to build floor plans with this setup where you have theater seats across from a TV, but it is still a little bit harder to do. The thing I like about this is, a lot of times in a bunk model, again, you're just giving up that good viewing space because you're giving up the back half of the camper. But here, I think they still did a pretty good job of giving you that view to the TV. Both of these recline super comfortable. You have arm rests right on both sides, a spot to put remotes, cup holders. I think they definitely did a great job on the theater seats here. And then when we go into the bedroom, one more thing I want to mention. They got rid of carpet. That's a big deal. What they went with the flooring, right? The same thing. You can see Some manufacturers go to like a nylon weave. They just use kind of that same linoleum style flooring on there, and so that way it's almost seamless, so it doesn't kind of divert the eye. I personally kind of like the thought of that. Then when we come in here, I do just want to point out that your solar controller is actually mounted right here. They have it inside. This one does have a roof-mounted solar panel just straight out of the factory, which is definitely a super nice thing to have. You can see the bed. I actually like the little throw pillow they give you too, right? I think that's pretty cute. You will see that you have wardrobes on the sides, cutouts right behind it. You have some additional reading lights there, USB ports, and electrical outlets down on the side. You have another entrance right here. If you want a spot to put a TV, you can mount that right here on the wall. And I really like this. You know, the wardrobes on the side are a little bit smaller, but take a look at that wardrobe right there. You get that awesome additional wardrobe space. You have a mirror in there, plenty of hooks, and some drawer space right down below. Plus, if you need to plug anything in, there is an electrical outlet in there as well. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a quick look at the outside features of the Jayco Whitehawk 29BH. You'll see the power tongue jack right up front here. Behind that are your two 30-pound propane tanks with the cover. I love that they give you the bigger tanks. Of course, rails right behind that for your battery, and the custom Jayco frame that is, the A-frame is integrated into the rest of the frame. Again, nice, strong foundation on the Jayco. You will see that they have the diamond plating up front as well as the 3/4 front cap with some lighting. That gorgeous front windshield right there, certainly love that. And of course, up on the roof, you have the Magnum roof truss system, which is about 50% stronger than some of the other roofs out there. You will also see the side view camera prep if you want side view cameras. And then in the pass-through right here is a portable table. I love that. No matter where you're at, you can have a picnic table. Of course, a light, electrical outlet, and again, sometimes it's the small details, not on the table, but they give you a tire pressure monitor right there, so that way you can make sure your tires are good to go before every trip. You have two entrances and exits into this RV. This one right here is the one into that bedroom. A couple stickers right here I want to hit on, right? So one of them is the fact that this is a vacuum bond laminated product, aluminum framed all the way around. You'll see the J Smart system for all the marker lights. Those are controlled by the tow vehicle. And you have climate shield that has been tested from 0 all the way up to 100 degrees. And this one has passed the test, which is a big deal for those of you that are camping in one extreme or the other. If you want an outside TV, it's wonderful because this mountain right here, you can take the TV from inside, drop it right in, hook it up there, you're good to go. Fresh tank fill is located right behind that. Of course, power awning and outside speakers there. That power awning does have an LED light strip on it. Make our way back a little bit further yet, you have the MORryde step above step system with aluminum treads. This is your main entry. You can also see they give you the foldable grab handle. And one of my favorite parts is this outside kitchen. It's absolutely magnificent. You'll see you have storage right here with the cool Jayco bottle opener. I love that small touch. Refrigerator, you have water access, both hot and cold. And then if we pull this guy out, take a look, you can see your wash basin right there. Plus you get a cutting board and additional storage. You have the electric outlet in there and the J port, so that if you have the Blackstone griddle that goes with that, you can slide it right into there. Super cool system. Of course, propane quick connect and everything you need. Coming around to the back, square tubular bumper for your sewer hose. Mounted to that is your spare tire. You can see your rear mounted ladder so you can get on the fully walkable roof. Backup camera prep. Gorgeous frameless windows. I love frameless windows. They look so nice. And of course, this is that rear entrance door for all the storage that I had showed you before. And as I mentioned, this one does have the tie downs on there as well, which are, again, super convenient. Coming around to the off-camp side, couple more quick things. You'll see your cable goes right there, 50 amp plug-in. If we drop down, you can see your termination, both your black and gray tank valves, and you will see that the majority of the valves are insulated where they need to be. So that way, again, in those colder temps, you'll still be okay. City water inlet is located here, outside shower with hot and cold water access, and the black tank flush is located there so you can quickly and easily wash out the black tank. And the last thing I want to point out, folks, is this right here. Not only do you have the big storage up front, but you also have this side storage right here in the slide. Again, folks, this fantastic RV behind me is the 2022 Jayco Whitehawk 29BH. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you would like price and availability, simply click in the link in the description. Thanks again for watching, folks. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.